Start now at 750 the bid. At 7.5 now, 750,000 the bids there in the centre at 750. At 750,000 invite participation, new rises of quarters, let's say 25. At 750 and 75 the call. At $750,000 the bid now at 750 the bid. At 750,000 once at 750 all done. At 750,000 for the second call. No, I'm asking for 25 in the rise. Can I say 75? Get you involved, get you on top at 750,000. The bid's there. I'll circle back to you at 750 the bid. At 750 now. At 750,000, got to be 75. At 750 the bid. At 750,000 once at 700. I'm asking for 25. Go back at 25. Let me know. 750,000 bid here in the centre. If they want to get involved, they've got to do so with strength. Make a statement here at 750,000. Fairly been offered now at 750 the bid. At 750,000 once at 750. At 750,000 the bid. Second call at 750. Third final call at $750,000 the bid. I had 60 there. Is there 60 there, George? At 760, I'll go 60 here. Then at 760,000, same courtesy at 10 if you like. At 60, I've got here. At 760,000, make it 70 now. At 760,000, welcome, best of luck here today. 60 the bid. At 760,000, fairly been offered now. At 760 the bid. At 760,000, bid here against your bid, sir. 760 now. At 760,000, 70 the call now. At 760. At 770 now. 770,000 of 70 I have here.
75.
I'm taking 10, so make it 80 at 770 and 80 now, and welcome back at 80. At 780,000, good strong bidding, that's how you buy. At 80 now. At 780,000, how about 800 in the rise, George? At 780,000, fairly been offered bids here and in the centre at 80. At 790? At 790 now, and welcome back at 90 and 800,000, even money now at 800. At 800,000, the bid's there. At 800,000, just a round number, doesn't mean any more than that. At 800,000, fairly been offered. At 800, the bid. Bids here in the centre, opportunity on either side. At 800, I have once at 800,000, all done. At 800,000 now, I prefer 10. At 800,000, 10's a stronger bid. Statement to the competition at 805. At 805 now. At 805, and the same courtesy at 5 if you like. At 15 now. At 815 the bid. At 815,000, fairly been offered now at 815. At 815,000, your 5's still good with me if you've got it, but the competition's bidding 10. At 815,000. At 815 the bid. At 815,000, fairly been offered now at 815. At 815,000, I have in the centre again at 815. At 815 and 20 now. At 820,000, bid back there at 30 now. At $830,000 a bid. Nice strong bid at 35. At 835 now. At 50. 850 now, and a great bid at 850,000. Fight fire with fire. Try bigger bid at 850 in the bids here. At 850,000. At 850,000, fairly been offered now. 850 the bid might be their limit at 850,000. At 850,000, fairly been offered. Bid here again in the centre at 850 the bid. At 850,000 at 55 now. At 855, how are we going on the phone, George? At 55 in the bids here now. At 855,000. At 855,000 and 60 now. At 860,000, you've got them down to $5,000 bids. Now those big bids fading away. At 860,000, the bids there. At 860, try 70 now. At 860,000, fairly been offered now at 860 the bid. At 860,000, bid there at 860. At 860,000, once at 860, all done. Second call, $860,000 the bid, done, finished. Third,
1,000, Robert.
Tell you what, I'll take 2.5. Can I say 860, 2.5? Only one driving a hard bargain here today at 861. Surely we're going to respond with a big bid, sir. At 861 the bid. At 861,000 the bid's here now at 861. At 65. At 865,000. At 865 the bid now. Back against you at 865. At 865,000, inching ever closer to a result here today at 865 the bid. At 865,000, fairly been offered. Bid there. How are we going on the phone, George? Anything there? At 65 now. At 865,000, bid there. Opportunity with you now at 865 the bid. Once at 865,000, done. Second call at 865, done and finished. For the third and final call, $865,000 the bid, all done. all finished. At 500 at 865 and a half, surely sir, 70 at 865 and a half, and the bid's here at 865 and a half, fairly been offered now. 865 500 at 865,000 at 70 now, and that's a great bid at 870,000 at 870,000, fairly been offered now at 870 the bid at 870,000, and the bid's here now. Opportunity with you now at 870,000, fairly been offered at 870 the bid at 870,000, bid here at 870. What do you say? Surely you're not out just yet at 870,000. First call at 870, all done. Second call, $870,000 the bid, done. Finished. Third, final call at 870, all done, all finished, all silent and out at $870,000 bid. So can I confirm that bid at 870? I'm going to go and find out right now for you. If you just bear with me one moment, I'll get those instructions. I'll be right back. Thank you. Time if we're on the market. We are on the market. We do sell, and the keys are with you at 870,000. The bid is there. The keys are there. We're on the market. We sell. Make absolutely no mistake about it. We are playing for keeps. So if you've come to buy, you must bid me now or forever hold your peace, because we sell away. The bid's there. The keys are there. We're on the market and selling. No second chances here today at $870,000 the bid. For the first call at 870, are we all done? Second call at $870,000 the bid. Are we done? Are we finished? For the third and final call at 870 the bid, all done, all finished, all silent out at 870,000. So, Mammy, you're definitely out because we're about to sell. We're on the market and selling. This is the bid that might count the most. The bid's there, the keys are there, we're selling. Give me another 500 on top, get back on top. At 870,000, bids there. Need clear instructions now. At 870 and a quarter, 870,250. Got to respond with a big bid. At 875 now, and a great bid at 875, and the bid's back here. The keys are back here at 875 now. At 875,000, fairly been offered. Rapid response there at 875 the bid. At 875,000, have they done enough now? Looks like you have. At 875 the bid now. First call at 875,000, all done. Second call, 875 the bid, done and finished. For the third and final call at 875,000, all done, all finished, all silent and out at 875. We're definitely done. Yeah. Thank you very much for your bidding here today. We are selling, selling, selling. So congratulations and well bid. Please join me congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts Rata & Co auction. Have a great weekend. See you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Who's the buyer?
Thank you. Me.
Oh, well done.